Welcome to Numismatics Hub, your ultimate destination for fascinating stories, rare coin discoveries, and all things numismatics. Join us as we explore the world of currency and uncover hidden treasures one coin at a time. Imagine a small, seemingly humble coin, the 5-cent penny. It may seem like just another piece of pocket change, but this little piece of U.S. currency has a rich history and, surprisingly, a significant value in the world of coin collectors. Today, we'll take you on a journey through time to explore the story of the 1958 5-cent penny, a coin that holds not only a historical significance but also an impressive market value that might leave you astounded. Our story begins in the year 1958, a moment in time when the world was undergoing substantial change. The 1950s were a decade marked by both economic growth and social transformation in the United States. It was an era of optimism, new technology, and the dawn of the space age. At the same time, the economy was booming, with American families enjoying prosperity and a new consumer-driven culture. But what might surprise you is that in the midst of this cultural shift, the 5-cent coin, or the nickel as it's often called, was undergoing its own transformation. Before diving into the specifics of the 1958 version, let's take a quick look at the history of the nickel. The first 5-cent coin was introduced by the U.S. Mint in 1866, and it's been through various design changes over the years. The design that many collectors are familiar with is the iconic Jefferson nickel, which has been in circulation since 1938. It's named after Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, and the coin typically features his portrait on the obverse or front side. This coin was designed by Felix Schlag, a German-American sculptor, and became one of the most enduring designs in U.S. currency history. But what made the 1958 5-cent penny special? The answer lies in both its design and its place in the broader historical context of that time. By 1958, the United States had been using the Jefferson nickel design for 2 decades, and this particular year saw the last full year of production for the 1950 series. What makes this penny unique is the subtle yet significant changes made during the minting process, which will come into sharper focus as we go deeper into the story. Let's start by exploring the design of the 1958 5-cent penny. On the obverse side, you'll find the well-known profile of Thomas Jefferson facing left. Jefferson's face has always been a symbol of the nation's early ideals, representing democracy, liberty, and the founding of the republic. Above his portrait is the inscription, "In God We Trust," and beneath it, "Liberty." Surrounding Jefferson's face is the date 1958, marking the year the coin was minted. This design was a staple of the Jefferson nickel series, unchanged for years, and the 1958 version is no different. But it's the other side, the reverse, that adds a layer of intrigue to the story. The reverse side of the coin features Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia, depicted in a classical architectural style. The building is shown in great detail, a symbol of Jefferson's vision for the country. The words "e pluribus unum," meaning out of many, one, are inscribed above Monticello, and beneath the building you'll see the inscription 5 cents. And in the farthest part of the reverse, the coin includes United States of America. Though the 1958 nickel follows the design pattern of the years before, collectors have long had a particular affection for the subtle changes that occurred during the late 1950s. These changes are related to the overall process of minting and the quality of the coins. In the 1950s, there were some shifts in production techniques at the U.S. Mint. The most significant change that affected the 1958 coins was the transition from a high-quality, hand-polished technique to more automated processes. This slight shift led to some minor variations in the strike quality of the coins, which would later play a huge role in the world of coin collecting. Speaking of minting, let's talk about the fascinating behind-the-scenes world of coin production. The 1958 5-cent penny was produced at 3 U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint was the primary location, producing the majority of the coins, while the Denver and San Francisco Mints struck the coins for their respective regions. The minting process in 1958 was sophisticated, but not without its quirks. The dies used to strike the coins had wear and tear, which created unique characteristics that would later make some coins stand out among the rest. So, what about the collector appeal? Over the years, the 1958 Jefferson nickel has become quite the coveted coin in the numismatic world. To understand why, we need to look at a few factors. First, the coin's age contributes to its rarity. While it may seem like 1958 is just a few decades ago, in the world of coin collecting, this amount of time makes a big difference. Coins from this era are sought after because they represent a unique moment in U.S. history. The design of the coin, featuring Jefferson and Monticello, connects collectors with a vision of America's past, a time when the country was growing, evolving, and looking forward to the future. Now, it's time to get to the heart of the story, the value of the 1958 5-cent penny. For many, the real excitement begins when we talk about the money these coins can fetch today. While most 1958 Jefferson nickels are still relatively inexpensive and can be found for a few dollars, there's a rare version that has become one of the most sought-after coins in recent years. The 1958 nickel with a certain type of minting flaw has been known to fetch astounding prices at auctions. These coins are called key dates, and they are often the ones that attract the highest interest from collectors. There's a specific version of the 1958 nickel that has been noted for its minting anomalies, making it incredibly rare and valuable. This coin is highly prized by numismatists, and depending on its condition, it can easily fetch 5 figures. But hold on to your seats, because the true surprise comes when we look at the highest auction prices for the 1958 nickel. Believe it or not, the coin has sold for as much as $155,000 at auction, a staggering figure for a coin that was once considered nothing more than pocket change. So, what makes this particular coin worth such an astronomical sum? The answer lies in its condition, its rarity, and the unique characteristics that set it apart from the millions of other coins produced that year. While most 1958 Jefferson nickels are fairly common, a few survived in almost perfect condition, making them incredibly valuable to collectors who appreciate both the historical and aesthetic qualities of these coins. It's important to remember that coin values can fluctuate over time, and not every 1958 nickel is going to bring in a fortune. But for collectors and investors, the thrill of finding a rare, high-quality example is what makes the pursuit of these coins so exciting. And while it may not be realistic for most of us to expect to find a $155,000 nickel, there's no denying that the 1958 Jefferson nickel holds a special place in the world of coin collecting. In conclusion, the 1958 5-cent penny is far more than just a piece of currency. It's a window into the past, a symbol of a moment in history, and a testament to the ever-evolving world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the hobby, the 1958 Jefferson nickel is a fascinating coin to explore. So, next time you come across a 1958 nickel, take a moment to appreciate the history it represents and maybe even consider whether it might be worth more than its face value. Now, let's take a moment to consider the minting process itself. While coins might seem like simple objects, their creation is a meticulous process that involves multiple stages, each of which plays a crucial role in determining the coin's final quality and characteristics. In 1958, the process had already evolved from the early days of manual striking into more advanced techniques, but it was still far from the high-speed, automated systems we have today. The technology at that time allowed for a precision that made each coin unique, with minor variations that could add significant value for the right collector. The U.S. Mint, which is responsible for creating these coins, was and still is a hub of innovation and craftsmanship. The minting facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco were all active in 1958, and while most of the coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, a few variations in strike quality and the condition of the dies at different facilities meant that some coins stood out more than others. These minor imperfections and differences in the minting process are what led to the gradual recognition of certain key date coins like the 1958 nickel. Collectors of rare coins often look for these key dates because they know that a coin with a slight variation in the die or one that was struck at a different facility can hold incredible value. That's why the 1958 nickel, with its subtle changes and unique imperfections, has become a standout in the world of numismatics. These small yet important factors can be the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and a coin worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. But the story of the 1958 nickel doesn't end with the initial minting process. The journey of these coins from the mint to collectors' hands is also fascinating. When coins are released into circulation, they begin their life in the world of commerce, being passed from one person to the next. Over time, they might be lost, forgotten, or worn down by the rigors of daily use. Coins that manage to survive the hustle and bustle of the world are considered well-preserved and often become highly sought after by collectors. A coin's condition plays an enormous role in determining its value. Coins are graded based on their level of wear and the quality of their strike. The grading scale ranges from good, a coin that shows significant wear and tear, all the way to mint state, a coin that shows little to no wear and has been preserved in excellent condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes, particularly when dealing with rarer issues like the 1958 nickel. Now, when it comes to the 1958 nickel, coins that have been graded in the highest categories, such as MS-65 or higher, are the ones that can reach astronomical values. Coins with nearly perfect details, no scratches, and little to no signs of wear are prized possessions for collectors. These coins become more than just currency. They become pieces of history, encapsulating a moment in time with every intricate detail and every subtle imperfection. As we continue down the path of understanding the significance of this coin, let's also consider the fascinating world of auction houses and how they've become a key player in the valuation of rare coins. Collecting has evolved into a global pursuit, with online auctions and major house sales making it easier than ever to acquire high-value coins. In fact, the 1958 nickel that sold for $155,000 was auctioned at one of these major coin auctions, where collectors from around the world competed for ownership of this rare gem. The allure of rare coins like the 1958 nickel is not only about the financial value but also about the historical connection they offer. Every coin tells a story, whether it's the story of a nation in the process of becoming a superpower or the tale of an individual collector hunting for treasures lost in time. The excitement of finding a rare coin, like the 1958 nickel, is part of what makes the hobby so thrilling. It's not just about owning a valuable object, but about connecting with history, with the people who once held these coins in their hands, and with the world they lived in. For some collectors, the 1958 nickel represents a specific era in American history, the late 1950s, a time of post-war optimism and change. For others, it's about the hunt, the chase to find that one elusive coin that will complete a collection. And for a few lucky collectors, it's about the sheer joy of discovering a coin with an impeccable strike and condition that could turn their investment into a windfall. As we look back at the 1958 5-cent penny today, it's remarkable to think about how a simple nickel, once worth only 5 cents, has come to represent so much more. For coin collectors, this nickel has become a symbol of the fascinating world of numismatics, where even the smallest of coins can hold untold value. But for the average person, the story of this nickel is a reminder that sometimes hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Whether you're searching through your spare change jar, scouring coin shops, or studying auction listings, the possibility of finding a coin like the 1958 nickel always lingers in the air. And while finding a $155,000 coin is rare and unlikely for most of us, the beauty of coin collecting is that every coin, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem at first glance, holds the potential for discovery. So, the next time you find yourself holding a nickel, especially a 1958 one, take a moment to appreciate it for what it is. Maybe, just maybe, you're holding a piece of history that could be worth more than you ever imagined. With the right eye for detail, a bit of luck, and the passion of a true collector, you might be the next one to uncover a rare gem like the 1958 Jefferson nickel. In the world of coins, it's not just about the money. It's about the stories they carry, the legacy they represent, and the thrill of finding something that connects the past to the present. Whether you're looking to add a rare piece to your collection or simply admire the beauty of a well-crafted coin, the 1958 5-cent penny stands as a testament to the timeless allure of numismatics. The fascinating world of numismatics, it's crucial to understand the factors that drive the value of coins, especially those like the 1958 5-cent nickel. While it may seem as though coins are just pieces of metal, their worth is determined by a complex set of variables, many of which are deeply tied to rarity, historical significance, and condition. So let's take a deeper dive into what makes the 1958 nickel such a special coin in the eyes of collectors and investors. First, let's discuss the idea of rarity. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity is one of the most important factors in determining a coin's value. A coin that was produced in large quantities might not be worth much unless it has some kind of unique characteristic. The 1958 nickel, in general, was minted in considerable numbers, but what makes the rarest examples truly valuable is that they were not struck perfectly or were somehow spared from heavy circulation. As a result, when these particular coins are found in near-pristine condition, they stand out from the millions of others minted that year. Coin collectors have a deep appreciation for coins that have stood the test of time. Coins that have survived decades of circulation without being heavily worn or damaged are highly coveted. It's as though these coins carry the weight of history within them, carrying not only the marks of their own journey but also representing the people and the times that shaped their existence. The rarity of the 1958 nickel, in certain cases, is defined by its age, its preservation, and the scarcity of perfectly struck examples that remain today. But rarity is just one aspect. The condition of the coin also plays a massive role in its value. Coins are graded using a scale that ranges from poor to mint state. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A coin in mint state means it has no signs of wear or damage and has been preserved in its original, pristine form. In contrast, a coin in good or fair condition may have been circulated heavily, showing signs of wear, scratches, and discoloration. While collectors will still seek out coins in less than perfect condition for their collections, those in exceptional condition, such as those graded as MS65 or higher, are often worth significantly more. In the case of the 1958 nickel, finding one in mint state condition, especially one that has retained its sharp details, unblemished surfaces, and flawless design, is incredibly rare. This is exactly the type of coin that can command an auction price in the range of thousands, or, as we've seen with the highest quality examples, even over $150,000. It's all about the coin's journey through history, how well it has been preserved, and the condition it's in when it reaches the hands of a collector. The 1958 nickel that sold for $155,000 was graded at a near-perfect level, making it an extremely rare and valuable piece in the eyes of collectors. Another key element that makes the 1958 nickel particularly fascinating is the historical context behind it. While the coin might not have been revolutionary in terms of design, after all, it followed the familiar Jefferson nickel design introduced in 1938. Its production during a momentous decade in American history adds an extra layer of significance. The 1950s were a time of growth and change in the U.S. The post-World War II boom had led to an expansion of the middle class, the rise of consumerism, and an increasing focus on technology and innovation. The 1958 nickel is, in a way, a snapshot of the mid-20th century, a time when the United States was emerging as the dominant global superpower, ushering in a new era of prosperity. For collectors, these historical markers are part of what makes coins like the 1958 nickel so appealing. A coin isn't just a piece of currency. It's a direct link to the past. It connects collectors to a time when the country was at a crossroads, a time when major cultural shifts were taking place, from the rise of television to the beginning of the civil rights movement. The 1958 nickel serves as a small yet tangible reminder of this pivotal moment in history, offering a glimpse into a world that has long since passed. Let's also consider the growing trend of coin investing. Over the years, numismatics has transformed from a simple hobby into a full-fledged investment market. Coins, especially rare ones like the 1958 nickel, can be lucrative assets. Investors look to these coins not just for their beauty and historical significance, but also for their potential to appreciate in value over time. This transformation of coins into investment vehicles has led to a booming market where rare coins, especially those in high demand, can command impressive prices at auction houses and private sales. Interestingly, the 1958 nickel is an excellent example of how the coin market has evolved. In the past, coins like these might have been seen as modest collectibles, passed down through generations or exchanged in casual sales. But as the numismatic world has matured, these coins have become part of a broader investment portfolio. Auction results for coins like the 1958 nickel show that collectors and investors alike are willing to spend large sums of money on these pieces of American history. The fact that a 1958 nickel could sell for $155,000 is a testament to how coins can become far more than just currency. They can become valuable assets that grow in worth as demand increases and the availability of high-quality specimens decreases. There's also a level of exclusivity that comes with owning a high-value coin. For the collector who's fortunate enough to own a 1958 nickel in top condition, it's more than just a piece of metal. It's a rare and highly prized artifact that sets them apart from other collectors. Coins like these are often seen as the crowning jewels of a collection, the ones that elevate a collection from ordinary to extraordinary. Owning such a coin is akin to possessing a unique, irreplaceable treasure, something that not only holds financial value but also a deep cultural and historical significance. For many, the excitement of collecting coins comes from the thrill of the hunt, the search for that one special coin that might be hiding in plain sight. And this is what makes the world of numismatics so exciting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the hobby, there's always the possibility that you could stumble upon a coin like the 1958 nickel. This sense of discovery, of finding something rare and valuable, is what keeps collectors coming back year after year, building their collections and sharing their passion for history. At the end of the day, the 1958 5-cent penny is much more than just a piece of change. It represents a piece of history, a symbol of America's evolution, and a highly sought-after collector's item that can command hundreds of thousands of dollars. For those who are fortunate enough to discover a rare example in impeccable condition, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to own a piece of the past. And as we wrap up this journey into the world of the 1958 nickel, remember this. The next time you're sorting through your pocket change or browsing through coin shops, take a closer look at that seemingly ordinary nickel. Who knows? You might just be holding onto a treasure worth far more than you ever imagined. Now that we've covered the rarity, historical significance, and the potential value of the 1958 nickel, let's take a look at some other aspects of coin collecting that might help guide those who are interested in exploring the world of numismatics more deeply. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned collector, understanding these key concepts can help you make informed decisions and perhaps find your own hidden gem in the world of coins. Point 1: important consideration when building a coin collection is the grading system. As we mentioned earlier, a coin's value is highly dependent on its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin can be. But understanding the grading scale can be a bit tricky at first, especially for those just starting out in the hobby. The scale most commonly used by collectors and dealers is known as the Sheldon scale, which grades coins from 1 to 70. A coin that scores in the 60s is considered to be in excellent condition, while a coin in the 40s or lower might show significant wear. For a 1958 nickel to be worth a small fortune, it has to be in top-tier condition, ideally in the mint state MS category. Coins that receive an MS 65 or higher grade are often sought after by collectors who appreciate coins with exceptional detail, sharpness, and virtually no signs of wear. The key is to look for coins that have been well preserved and kept in a controlled environment, away from the wear and tear of everyday circulation. If you're looking to start your own collection, it's essential to inspect each coin carefully. Start by examining the coin's surface for scratches, dents, or discoloration. Also, check the edges of the coin. If the rim is smooth and undamaged, that's often a good sign that the coin has been well preserved. The more you study coins, the more you'll develop an eye for spotting valuable specimens. As with the 1958 nickel, you should always consider seeking professional grading if you're uncertain about the coin's value or condition. Professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, provide reliable, standardized grading for coins, ensuring you have an accurate and fair assessment of the coin's quality. Another exciting area of coin collecting is the world of error coins. These are coins that were produced with mistakes during the minting process. In some cases, error coins can be more valuable than their flawless counterparts due to their rarity. For example, you might find a 1958 nickel that was struck on the wrong type of metal or a coin with a misaligned design. These errors are highly coveted by collectors, and finding one can be a thrilling experience. So, while it's important to focus on finding well-preserved coins, don't forget to keep an eye out for any that might have interesting minting anomalies. These types of coins can add a fascinating twist to your collection and might even hold a higher market value because of their unique characteristics. If you're serious about growing your collection, it's also worth considering building a set. Some collectors choose to focus on certain themes, like coins from specific years, certain designs, or coins from a particular minting facility. Others might focus on building a complete set of nickels, from the earliest issues all the way to the modern-day releases. Sets are incredibly popular among collectors because they offer a sense of accomplishment as you work towards completing them. Collecting by theme also gives you an opportunity to dive deeper into a specific area of numismatics, helping you to learn more about the history, production, and significance of each coin in your collection. Now, let's talk about auction houses and how they've become a critical part of the world of coin collecting. In the past, many coins were simply exchanged privately, often in small-scale transactions at local shops or through personal connections. Today, however, auctions have become a major force in the numismatic world, where the most prized and rare coins are put on display for serious buyers to bid on. Auctions bring together collectors and investors from around the world, sometimes resulting in jaw-dropping prices for specific coins. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Sotheby's regularly host coin auctions that feature rare and valuable coins. For example, the rare 1958 nickel that sold for $155,000 was likely auctioned at one of these prestigious events, where bidders competed to own a piece of American history. Being able to attend or participate in a coin auction, whether in person or online, is an exciting and rewarding experience for collectors. It's a chance to see firsthand the kind of coins that have become coveted treasures and to witness the fierce competition that sometimes drives prices to staggering heights. Coin collecting isn't just about acquiring rare items. It's also about building a community. Numismatic conventions are an excellent way for collectors to meet and share their knowledge. These gatherings bring together collectors, dealers, and experts to exchange coins, attend seminars, and network. Conventions are also a great place to find deals and to meet others who share your passion for coins. It's also a great opportunity to see rare specimens in person, something that cannot be fully appreciated through photographs alone. Being a part of a community of collectors allows you to share your excitement, ask for advice, and exchange information about rare coins. If you're just starting out, there's one last thing you should know about coin collecting. Patience is key. Building a great collection doesn't happen overnight, and it's important to remember that finding rare coins can be a slow and steady process. It's not uncommon for collectors to spend years looking for the right piece to add to their collection. The journey of discovering coins, learning about their history, and watching your collection grow is part of the magic of the hobby. If you happen to stumble upon a 1958 nickel in mint condition, you might feel like you've struck gold, but even if you don't, there's still plenty of excitement to be found along the way. For those of you who are already seasoned collectors, or even those who have an eye on investing, you'll know that coin collecting is an ever-evolving field. The market is always changing, and new discoveries or newly discovered rarities can emerge at any time. This constant shift is part of what keeps the hobby fresh and exciting for collectors. And who knows? As time goes on, the value of the 1958 nickel, or perhaps another coin you have tucked away in your collection, could continue to rise. With so many factors influencing the world of coin collecting, it's impossible to predict exactly what the future holds. But one thing is certain: coins, with their fascinating history and potential for discovery, will continue to captivate collectors and investors for generations to come. With that, we come to the conclusion of our deep dive into the world of the 1958 5-cent penny. Whether you're a coin collector, a history enthusiast, or someone who just enjoys learning about fascinating objects, this journey has hopefully given you a deeper appreciation for the value and story behind such a seemingly small coin. From its humble beginnings in 1958 to its current status as a highly prized collectible, the 1958 nickel serves as a reminder that sometimes the most unassuming things can hold great significance and value. And as you continue your journey in the world of coin collecting, remember that every coin has a story. Whether you're seeking out historical treasures or enjoying the thrill of the hunt, the possibilities are endless. So, keep your eyes peeled, keep your collection growing, and never underestimate the value of a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance. After all, the next 1958 nickel you come across might just be your ticket to discovering a piece of history that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Welcome to the world of rare coins. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history, one that many people may overlook but could be worth far more than you'd expect. We're talking about the 1988 USA 5-cent penny, a coin that's not just a part of the change in your pocket but a treasure that has captured the attention of collectors, historians, and investors alike. Let's take a journey back to the year 1988, a year that might seem like a distant memory to some of us, but the significance of that year, particularly when it comes to US coins, is something you might never have considered before. The 1988 penny is a coin that, on its surface, looks like any other penny. It's small, made of copper-plated zinc, and features the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. But there's more to this seemingly ordinary coin than meets the eye. To understand the value of this penny, we have to look at it through the lens of history. 1988 was a year of change in the United States. The country was in the middle of President Ronald Reagan's second term, and the economy was experiencing growth. The nation was recovering from the economic turmoil of the 1970s and early 80s, and people were starting to feel more confident about their financial futures. But amidst all of this, a certain penny was quietly being minted that would, over time, become a symbol of rarity and value. You see, the 1988 D penny was produced by the Denver Mint, which is one of the main facilities responsible for coin production in the United States. The D mint mark on the coin signifies that it was made in Denver. But what sets this coin apart from others of its era is its subtle but significant differences in the minting process. When the U.S. Mint strikes coins, they use a combination of dies and press machines to imprint the designs onto blank copper-plated zinc planchets. While the design on most coins remains fairly consistent, sometimes there can be slight variations in the way the coins are struck, whether due to worn-out dies, human error, or environmental factors during the minting process. These subtle flaws can create a coin that stands out from the rest, making it much rarer and more valuable. This brings us to the 1988 D penny. Most of the pennies minted in 1988 are still in circulation today, and they're worth exactly 1 cent. But a small percentage of these coins, thanks to a rare and minor flaw during the minting process, became something much more. These coins were mistakenly produced with a slightly off-center strike, making them stand out from the thousands of perfectly minted pennies that flooded the market. This off-center mistake may seem insignificant, but to collectors it's a big deal. The rare error turned the 1988 D penny into a collector's item. While most people wouldn't give a second glance to an ordinary penny, coin enthusiasts and numismatists know that this one is special. In fact, the 1988 D penny with an off-center strike has become one of the most sought-after coins of its time, but the appeal doesn't stop there. The 1988 D penny also holds historical value. The design on the reverse side of the coin, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, is a beloved symbol of American heritage. This design, created by sculptor Frank Gasparo, has been a part of U.S. currency since 1959. For nearly 3 decades, the image of the memorial on the reverse side of the penny has stood as a reminder of Abraham Lincoln's legacy and the ideals of freedom and democracy that he embodied. So, what makes this particular penny even more intriguing? It's not just the fact that it's a rare coin, it's also the fact that there's a very limited number of them in circulation. The 1988 D penny with an off-center strike is incredibly hard to find, making it highly desirable to collectors. But what truly drives up its value is the condition in which it's found. The condition of a coin plays a major role in its value. A penny that's worn down from years of circulation might only be worth a few cents, but a coin in mint condition, one that looks as though it was just minted yesterday, can fetch a premium. And when it comes to the 1988 D penny, those with a clean, sharp, off-center strike in good condition are the ones that command the highest prices. But what is this rare penny worth today? Well, here's the big reveal. A 1988 D penny with an off-center strike in exceptional condition has been known to fetch a staggering $145,000. Yes, you heard that right, $145,000 for a coin that's worth just 1 cent if you find it in normal condition. The rarity of this coin, combined with its unique error, has propelled it into the upper echelons of coin collecting. To put that into perspective, imagine walking into a coin shop or checking your spare change jar at home. You might find a few pennies lying around, some of which could even be from 1988. But if you happen to stumble upon a 1988 D penny with an off-center strike and it's in excellent condition, you could be holding a rare treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. This story of the 1988 D penny is a perfect example of how the world of coin collecting works. Sometimes it's not just the design or the year that makes a coin valuable, it's the stories behind them, the unique mistakes, and the rarity of those errors. It's a reminder that something as simple as a penny can hold immense historical and monetary value. So, next time you find a penny in your pocket or a jar of loose change, take a moment to look a little closer. You never know, you might be holding a piece of history, and with a bit of luck, that penny could turn out to be worth far more than you ever imagined. And there you have it, an incredible tale of the 1988 D penny, a coin that might seem ordinary at first, but holds incredible value thanks to its rare minting error. Keep an eye out for those off-center strikes, and who knows? You might just stumble upon a fortune. It's important to realize that the world of coin collecting, or numismatics, is full of surprises like this one. It's easy to think that a penny, which is often overlooked and seen as insignificant, can never be worth much. After all, pennies are just pennies, right? They add up slowly, but they're not exactly considered high-value items. But here's the thing, numismatics has always been about the story behind the coin. Every coin has a history. Some have been used in pivotal moments in history, while others have unique features like minting errors or design changes that make them highly collectible. And the 1988 penny is a prime example of how an otherwise ordinary coin can become the centerpiece of a collector's dream. Let's take a moment to talk about what makes certain types of coins, like this rare 1988 penny, so valuable. It's not just about the mistake or the off-center strike itself. It's about how that error interacts with the market of collectors and investors. Collectors are driven by rarity, condition, and historical context. A coin might be valuable if it's the only one known to exist or if it's part of a limited run with a unique feature. The 1988 penny with its off-center strike stands out because only a small fraction of coins from that year were struck in such a way. The fact that these rare versions are so difficult to find and were never meant to exist in that form adds an element of intrigue that attracts coin collectors from all over the world. Imagine being one of the lucky few to discover such a rare find. It's like finding a hidden gem buried in a pile of loose change waiting to be uncovered by someone who knows its true worth. In addition to the rarity of the error itself, the 1988 penny's value is heavily influenced by its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The higher the grade, the rarer and more desirable the coin is to collectors. A penny that is in mint condition with no visible wear and tear is far more valuable than one that has been circulated for decades. Coin experts and appraisers will often use magnifying tools to assess the condition of a coin, looking for any signs of wear, discoloration, or damage. They'll also examine the clarity of the design and the sharpness of the edges. A well-preserved 1988 penny, particularly one with an off-center strike, could easily fetch thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. That's why condition matters so much in the world of coin collecting, because it's all about finding those rare coins that have survived time and circulation in pristine condition. What's even more amazing is that as time passes, the value of coins like the 1988 penny tends to increase. As more coins are lost, damaged, or worn down, the supply of mint condition examples becomes even more limited. The demand for rare coins, particularly those with unique features like off-center strikes, continues to rise, making these coins even more valuable over time. It's like any collectible market, scarcity combined with demand drives the price up. Now, you might be wondering, who are the people willing to pay such astronomical sums for a 1988 penny? The answer is, of course, passionate collectors, but also investors. Over the years, coin collecting has evolved from a hobby to a serious investment opportunity for many people. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for coins that will appreciate in value and rare. Error-struck coins are among the most desirable assets in this market. It's not uncommon for collectors to pay a premium for coins like the 1988 penny in hopes that their value will continue to rise. In some cases, collectors will even specialize in error coins or coins from specific years, mint marks, or design types. For them, owning a 1988 penny with an off-center strike isn't just about owning a rare coin, it's about having a piece of history that could be worth far more in the future. In fact, rare coins often outperform traditional investments like stocks and bonds. The value of these coins tends to increase over time due to their scarcity and the ongoing demand for them in the market. In this sense, a 1988 penny could be considered an investment that might one day pay off in ways most people would never expect from a small, seemingly insignificant coin. As we wrap up the story of the 1988 penny, it's worth reflecting on just how remarkable this coin really is. What started as a simple mistake during the minting process turned into a rare treasure that has captivated collectors and investors. It's a reminder that even the most unassuming items, like a penny, can hold incredible value if they have a unique story behind them. Next time you find yourself flipping through a pile of change or sorting through your loose coins, take a moment to examine each penny. You could be holding onto a valuable piece of history or perhaps even a small fortune. The 1988 penny is a great example of how rare errors can transform ordinary items into extraordinary treasures. So, if you're a coin collector or someone just beginning to learn about the world of numismatics, remember the story and keep your eyes peeled. You never know what rare coin you might stumble upon next, and who knows? Your next find could be worth $145,000 or even more. Now that we've explored the story behind the 1988 penny, you might be thinking, how do I get my hands on such a rare find? Or perhaps you're wondering if there are other rare coins out there just waiting to be discovered. Well, you're in luck because the world of coin collecting is filled with hidden treasures and countless opportunities for discovery. One of the first things to understand is that coin collecting isn't just about finding high-value coins. It's also about the joy of discovery, the thrill of learning about the history behind each coin, and the satisfaction of building a collection over time. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer, there's always something new to learn and explore in the world of numismatics. The good news is that you don't have to be a millionaire to start collecting rare coins. In fact, many collectors begin with pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, just like the coins you encounter in your everyday life. The trick is learning how to spot the potential in these coins. And that's where things like the 1988 penny come into play. It's a perfect example of how a coin that seems ordinary at first glance can become a rare and valuable item if you know what to look for. So, how can you start your own numismatic journey and perhaps even stumble upon a coin as valuable as the 1988 penny? Here are some tips to get you started. ***** 1. Study and research. ***** One of the most important things you can do as a budding coin collector is to educate yourself. You don't have to be an expert right away, but understanding the basics of coin grading, mint marks, and common errors will give you a major advantage when it comes to spotting valuable coins. There are countless resources available online, including numismatic websites, forums, and YouTube channels where experienced collectors share their knowledge and discoveries. ***2. Learn about errors and variations. ***, as we've seen with the 1988 penny, minting errors can be a key factor in determining a coin's value. These errors can range from off-center strikes to double die obverse, repunched mint marks, and even die cracks. Many collectors focus specifically on error coins because they are often rare and can sometimes fetch thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Pay close attention to the different types of minting errors that can occur and learn how to identify them. ***3. Start small. ***, you don't need to start your collection with rare and expensive coins right off the bat. Start with coins that are readily available, like pennies from various years or quarters from different states, and gradually build your knowledge. As you grow your collection and your understanding of the market, you can start seeking out rarer and more valuable coins. **4. Visit coin shops and shows. Coin shops are a great place to find coins that might not be available in your pocket change. Many shops carry a variety of coins, including rare pieces that have been collected or traded over time. Coin shows, where collectors and dealers gather to buy, sell, and trade coins, are also a fantastic opportunity to meet experts, discover valuable coins, and make connections with other collectors. These events often feature rare finds, and you might be able to score a deal if you know what you're looking for. **5. Be patient. ***, collecting coins is a hobby that requires patience. Rare coins like the 1988 penny don't come around every day, and the process of building a collection takes time. But the journey itself is part of the fun. It's about the thrill of the hunt and the joy of learning new things. Remember, many of the most valuable coins have been sitting quietly in collections for years, waiting for the right collector to discover them. **6. Take good care of your coins. Once you start finding and collecting rare coins, it's essential to store them properly to maintain their condition. Coins should be kept in protective cases or holders to prevent wear and tear. Never clean your coins, as this can lower their value. Proper storage and handling are crucial if you plan to preserve their condition and potentially sell them for a profit down the line. **7. Get your coins appraised. If you believe you've found a rare coin like the 1988 penny, it's always a good idea to get it appraised by a professional. A coin appraisal can help you determine the current market value, and an expert can also provide insight into how rare your coin might be. Keep in mind that the value of coins can fluctuate based on the market, demand, and condition, so an appraisal will give you a solid idea of what your coin could be worth. Now, let's talk about how the market for rare coins, such as the 1988 penny, is shaped by collectors, investors, and auction houses. The world of coin auctions is a major part of the high-value coin market. Auctions provide a platform for collectors and investors to buy and sell rare coins. Some of the most valuable coins in history have been sold through auction houses, often fetching record-breaking prices. When a coin like the 1988 penny makes its way to auction, it can attract significant attention from collectors around the world. A rare penny like this one could be bid on by a number of interested buyers, pushing the price higher and higher until it finally sells. Many auction houses also provide expert evaluations, giving buyers confidence that they're getting a legitimate item. Auctions are a fantastic way to buy rare coins and often provide the best chance to acquire a valuable piece like the 1988 D penny. And as the world of numismatics continues to grow, more and more people are starting to recognize the potential of coin collecting as a long-term investment. Coins, especially rare ones, are increasingly seen as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. While the stock market can be volatile, rare coins like the 1988 D penny have consistently proven to appreciate in value over time. For this reason, collectors and investors alike are diving deeper into the world of numismatics, searching for the next big find. So whether you're a coin collector looking to add a rare treasure to your collection, or an investor seeking a solid asset to add to your portfolio, the world of rare coins offers endless possibilities. The 1988 D penny is just one shining example of how an error, a small mistake in the minting process, can lead to a coin worth far more than anyone could have imagined. As you embark on your journey through the world of coin collecting, remember that every coin has a story and every collection is an adventure waiting to unfold. Who knows? Your next find might be a 1988 D penny, or it might be an entirely different rare coin that will captivate the world. Whatever the case, you'll be part of a timeless tradition that has brought joy, history, and wealth to collectors for centuries. And remember, no matter how small the coin may seem, there's always potential for it to become something much more valuable. Now that you know the value of the 1988 D penny and have learned a little about the world of coin collecting, it's time to delve even further into what makes numismatics so intriguing. The more you immerse yourself in this world, the more you'll start to notice the nuances that set certain coins apart from others. And just like the 1988 D penny, you'll begin to understand that what makes a coin valuable is not always obvious at first glance. For many collectors, it's the thrill of the hunt that keeps them coming back. The idea that something so seemingly ordinary, like a penny, can become an extraordinary find is a major part of the excitement. When you're in the process of building your collection, you're not just gathering coins, you're uncovering pieces of history, stories from different eras, and sometimes even significant moments in the country's evolution. Every coin has its own tale to tell. One key point to remember is that there are numerous other types of valuable error coins out there, just waiting to be found. While the 1988 D penny with its off-center strike may be one of the more famous examples, it's by no means the only one. For example, double die coins, where the design is imprinted twice on the coin, are highly sought after. Similarly, there are coins with misaligned dies, repunched mint marks, and many other types of minting errors that can make a seemingly standard coin incredibly rare and valuable. It's essential to learn how to identify these errors. In the case of the 1988 D penny, the off-center strike isn't immediately obvious unless you closely examine the coin. However, once you know what to look for, spotting these coins becomes second nature. You'll start to train your eye to look for those subtle variations, which could mean the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and a coin worth $1.45. Understanding how to identify these error coins isn't just important for collectors. It's also crucial for those who might want to sell their collection in the future. While coins like the 1988 D penny are primarily sought after by collectors, investors also pay close attention to these kinds of finds. With the increasing popularity of rare coins as an investment, coin values are continuing to rise, especially when it comes to those with unique features or historical significance. Here's where the practical side of coin collecting comes into play. As you begin to discover and gather coins like the 1988 D penny, it's important to keep detailed records of your collection. Documenting where you found each coin, its condition, and any other distinguishing characteristics will help not only with future appraisals, but also when it comes time to sell or trade your coins. Coin collecting isn't just about accumulating valuable items. It's about preserving history. Keeping your collection well-maintained is crucial if you want to ensure that it continues to appreciate in value. Proper storage is essential. Coins should be kept in acid-free holders or protective cases to prevent damage. Storing them in a safe, cool, and dry place can also help to preserve their condition over time. If you find yourself unsure about how to store your coins, many numismatic stores and websites offer a variety of coin holders, albums, and cases designed to preserve their value. And If you're serious about protecting your collection, it might be a good idea to look into professional coin grading services. A coin grading service can authenticate and grade your coins, giving them an official classification based on their condition, rarity, and other important factors. Speaking of professional services, it's also a good idea to start developing relationships with coin dealers and experts. While you can certainly buy and sell coins through online marketplaces, working with a trusted dealer can make the process smoother and more reliable. These experts often have an eye for spotting rare coins that may not be immediately apparent to the untrained eye, and they can guide you in acquiring coins that have a good chance of appreciating in value over time. Plus, having a professional in your corner can help you avoid purchasing counterfeit or misrepresented coins. Over time, as your collection grows and you start to learn more about the intricacies of coin collecting, you may even choose to specialize in a particular area. Some collectors focus solely on error coins, while others may collect coins from a specific time period, mint, or geographic region. Specialization can bring a deeper level of satisfaction to your hobby and make your collection more cohesive. And with the world of coin collecting so vast, there's virtually no limit to what you can specialize in. If you're serious about pursuing a collection focused on error coins like the 1988 D-penny, you'll quickly learn that attending coin shows is a fantastic way to meet other enthusiasts and expand your knowledge. Coin shows are where many dealers and private collectors come together to buy, sell, and trade coins. It's an exciting environment filled with opportunities to discover rare finds, and it's a place where you'll encounter a wide range of coins, some of which might be much rarer than you could ever imagine. Another fun aspect of attending coin shows is the opportunity to network with others in the numismatic community. Many collectors, investors, and dealers attend these events not just to buy and sell, but to exchange information and learn from one another. You might even come across experienced numismatists who have been collecting for decades, and they'll be more than willing to share their tips, advice, and insights with someone just starting out. The friendships and knowledge you gain from these interactions can be incredibly valuable as you build your own collection. Beyond coin shows, another great resource is online forums and communities. Websites like Reddit, dedicated numismatic forums, and social media groups are great places to engage with others, ask questions, and learn about the latest trends and discoveries in the world of rare coins. You'll find a supportive network of collectors who share their experiences and discoveries, and these communities can be an invaluable source of information as you navigate the world of coin collecting. Of course, like any collectible market, there's a certain level of competition in numismatics. The hunt for rare coins is competitive, and the price for some of the most sought-after pieces, like the 1988 D-penny, can rise steeply at auctions. But with patience, knowledge, and a little bit of luck, you too could find yourself holding one of these hidden treasures in your collection. As you delve deeper into the world of rare coins, you may start to appreciate how much history is embedded in every single coin. Every error, every variation, every small detail adds another layer to the rich story of the United States. Coins are, in many ways, miniature time capsules, carrying with them the stories of the people, events, and eras they've passed through. Whether you're collecting as a hobby, as an investment, or simply out of curiosity, there's no denying that numismatics offers something for everyone. And coins like the 1988 D-penny remind us that sometimes the most ordinary objects can turn out to be extraordinary treasures.